guys, welcome back to Reel It In. Today we're actually going to be talking about The Fate of the Furious and how the movie actually stacks up against the other films and what is great about it and what we like about it and what we don't. Alright guys, I'm here with my good friend Paul.
What's going on?
And we're talking about The Fate of the Furious. I actually haven't seen it yet because I have a brand new baby that's driving me up the wall, but Paul has seen it. So how do you think that this movie actually stacks up against
Daniel,
the series?
that's not an excuse there.
It's not an
So
it's not an excuse.
that's another
it's a reason.
that's another conversation.
That's another
So this one was probably one of my favorites, probably the top.
Wow, really?
Yeah, I would have to say the top. You know, the great storyline. You know, a lot of action, a lot of cars being tossed around, and
as there should
it
be.
wasn't. You know, just like going back to the first one. I mean, I'm sure what we've all seen. There's not much racing. It's more fighting, investigating.
Yeah,
you know, they're actually becoming
like
cops.
2 or 3 race scenes.
Yeah, but it's just the cars are still sick. The cars are still amazing. Now, there is going to be spoilers.
Yeah, just so you know.
Yeah, just so you know. You know, everyone's trying to figure out what made Vin Diesel turn over to the dark side.
Yeah, and I had an idea that he was probably blackmailed because there's only one reason he would turn.
And that was it. He was being blackmailed. So,
of course.
Yeah, and then another thing is, like, before leading up to that blackmailing, Dom was holding this kid, and Letty was like, "Oh, you know, you would probably be a good father," and so it kind of led up to that.
They foreshadowed it.
Yeah, definitely. And then later on in the movie, we find out that Elena's back, and Elena's being kidnapped.
The Brazilian cop.
Yeah, and she's being kidnapped from Cypher. So
the new bad guy.
Yeah, that's the new villain. So it shows her, and all of a sudden she just disappears and grabs his baby, and it's Dom's. So that's why Cypher has Dom locked up, doing all this dirty work and knowing he doesn't want to do it. But it's amazing how there's a twist inside of a twist. Now, I knew before. All the Fast and Furious movies, I forgot the guy's name. It was done by an Asian director,
Justin Lin.
Yeah, he always did it. Now this is a new director, Greg Gray. I think it's Greg Gray.
I'm having a brain fart on that one. I have to look that one up.
Yeah, but he directed Straight Outta Compton, which I love. I love that movie. So then he did this movie, and I gotta say it was one of my favorite ones. Like, it was great action.
Amazing to hear.
And it was just amazing that it was a twist inside of a twist. Like, Dominic knew that he was getting screwed over, so he knew he had to try to get himself out. There is no way that everyone lives. And that was true. No, there's no way everyone was going to live.
That's great. That's great news because I was very concerned about it. I mean, Vin Diesel being in his, oh, I'm bad now type of behavior. I'm like, there's no way that he would do that in that character as Dom. So when he had like the black tank top on, like let's call it like his mood ring was his, however he's supposed to be feeling at the moment. I have a black tank top. Now I'm upset. Now I'm angry. Now I'm a bad guy. Before I had a white tank top all the time. I'm like,
But just like how the other movies, what is Dominic known for? He has tons of friends. So, and that was his biggest help.
It was his family.
Yeah, he had tons of friends that was helping him out, just so he could try to get himself out of it. And it's kind of like towards the end, where 2 people come back that you thought they were dead. Now, everyone hates Ian Shaw. In this movie, I loved Ian Shaw. Ian Shaw was, like, you could tell this movie went full circle of why Ian Shaw was Ian Shaw. Why he was the bad guy. And you could just, it went full circle.
So the writing was actually pretty impressive.
It was excellent. And that's one thing I really like about this movie. And that's why I'm going to say it's up to the top in my belief. It's really the top one. So, and that's another thing too. It's like,
it's a hell of an endorsement.
I went into this movie with low expectations because let's face it, 8 movies of pretty much almost the same.
What else do you have?
Yeah, what else do you have? What else can you do? And I kind of feel like, you know what, they're pulling a stretch on making Dom the villain and say we got nothing else. Let's just make Dom the villain. But it worked. But it worked out perfectly. And then, by the way, that's one thing about these movies, that it's all about family. And you never give up on family.
Right.
And that's what they did. They never gave up on family. No matter what Dominic was doing, they never gave up on family, and that's the real focus that we should do. Never give up on family. But yeah, that was probably one of the best ones, and I'm looking forward. And you know, wow. Everyone's talking about like, oh, is Brian gonna be there? Is Brian gonna be there? You know what? I thought so. I thought maybe they were gonna show like his family somewhere, but they do make a tribute to him, saying, you know what? Should we bring Brian in this? Brian would know what to do. But then Letty turned him down, saying, no, we told him that we weren't going to get him involved in this. He's living his life with the family and all that. So they paid tribute, saying that, you know, he's resting. So, but other than that, I mean,
that is not what I expected. I'm flabbergasted. I actually have to go watch this movie now and see what you're talking about.
Yeah, definitely, because this movie was absolutely amazing.
I had no expectations at all.
Yeah.
Once I saw the moody Vin Diesel, I'm like, I don't know about this.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, if I were you guys, I would go in there with low expectations, and you're going to come out really happy. Even if I came in with high expectations, I would still walk away with, this is a good movie. But since I came in with low expectations, I was really happy with it. Really happy. So,
that's great.
Yeah,
I'm very happy when they can make a great film that people enjoy. It's not going to be an Oscar contender, but it's going to be something that's going to entertain you.
Yep.
And that's what we came here to do.
Yeah.
Entertain me. That's great. So, guys, if you haven't seen this movie yet, you better go check it out because Paul gives it a high endorsement. I'm going to go see it, and I'm going to see what the hype is all about. Wow, that's actually fantastic news because I love when we can actually make a movie that's entertaining.
Yes. And
you get the expectation of being entertained. So that's great. So guys, go check out this movie if you haven't seen it yet, The Fate of the Furious. I'm going to go see it right now because we've gotten such high praise. So I hope that you guys come watch it. And I hope that you guys actually subscribe to our channel because that's it for Reel It In today. So please subscribe, comment on this video, tell us what you like, didn't like, tell us what you want to see in the future. And we can actually do that for you, and I hope to see you soon.
And don't forget, guys, Paul gives this one a high five.
To himself.
Thank you guys for watching.